8 or 24?
Number 8. 24 was more challenging.
It's Monday, so that means 3 things. 1, I'm not your MCM. 2, it's a Mamba Monday. And 3, it's time for the 24 podcast. How you guys doing? I'm your host, the product of poverty's environment, the Pope Chuck Paul. Episode 78, that ain't player. Definitely ain't player. And you know what ain't player? Well, first off, before I get into what ain't player, how you guys doing? Hope you guys enjoyed your week. I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. Lots of dope playoff games. A couple little social media posts I want to talk about. We got to talk about these Nets, aka the Brooklyn Lakers or the Los Angeles Nets, because these motherfuckers got all these superstars and some role players past their prime, and they can't even make it to the play-in or out the first round. And this shit is brazy. First of all, let's talk about KD. This man is on lock right now, getting held down by Jason Tatum, sometimes Jaylen Brown. And mind you, it was Bruce Brown who said in the press conference that being that the Celtics didn't have Robert Williams, they would be less of an informative matchup. I think I used the wrong word, but you know. Well, he pretty much said being that Robert Williams would not be there manning the middle, that they were weaker on the defensive end. Wrong. Still busting their asses. Of course, we talked about last week the blown coverage on Jason Tatum when he spun off Kyrie and made the bucket. They beat him again in Boston. They spanked him at home in Brooklyn. And it's looking bad. It's looking bad. KD, he looking at the stat sheet at the presser, and he's like, man, just a shitty game. Gets up, walks away. Probably went and cried on his mom's shoulder like you normally do. Oh, that wasn't nice, Chuck. And who cares? Fuck it. And you see why James Harden left. No consistency. Well, he left before Kyrie, was able to play full-time again. And Kyrie, talking about, they didn't have X amount of time to play together and practice. Nigga, that's your fault. Now, my thing is, like I always said, I don't care if you get vaccinated. I don't care if you're not. But just make sure you have some fuck you money, or you got a plan B, an alternative to have some money. See, Kyrie was able to do that. But it came with a cost. Not just fines and stuff like that, but as far as building chemistry and continuity with your teammates. And that's what he's talking about now. Dog, that's your fault. It was supposed to be you, Harden, and KD. Not you, KD, and Ben Simmons. And let's talk about Ben Simmons. This motherfucker looking like a fashionista on the bench. Got little cute outfits, little fuchsia one day, lambskin green the next day. Oh, he might play the start of the play-in. Nope. Oh, he might play the start of the first round. Nope. He might play in game 3. Nope. He might play in game 4. Nah. Game 4 is tonight in Brooklyn. Ben Simmons ain't playing. I could have told you that. Man, look. I will never complain about somebody getting paid to do nothing, because Lord knows I wish I can get paid to do nothing, because in my day job I know some folks who get paid to do nothing, unless it comes to the expense of me. In this case, it's not, so I really don't give a fuck. Hey man, that's your problem, Brooklyn. And like I said before, the Sixers babied Ben Simmons from the start of his career, letting him sit out a whole year, not learning a single fundamental of shooting. They coddled them all these years, and then the one time he got upset, he said no. He took his basketball and went home. We probably didn't take the basketball because that would include shooting it, dribbling it, actually playing a game. But now we're here. He's saying he has back problems, he has the mental health issues, allegedly. And who are we to say, like, hey, you look fine, we see you in the club, we see you on a sideline jumping around high-fiving, you should be able to play. It's a lot different from walking around high-fiving than actually going up and down the court playing ball. So I won't get into that. But man, look, it's looking nasty in Brooklyn. I don't even know if they'll be back together next season. Kyrie is up for an extension. We'll see if they let him walk. They let Kyrie walk. KD gonna leave in a year or two too. But you know what? Fuck it. You got Steve Nash, first year head coach. They probably thought this was gonna be a cakewalk. Let's get anybody to coach. Because remember, Kyrie also said we could coach ourselves. Obviously, that probably wouldn't work either if Steve Nash can get y'all niggas to get it done. You got Steve Nash on the bench. You got Amari Stoudemire. He got all his homies. Used to have Mike D'Antoni. And the rumor is, if Doc Rivers loses this series or wherever in the playoffs, he's out, D'Antoni in, and it will be the Philadelphia 70 Rockets. Yes. But this is a different James Harden anyway. This is a more of a facilitator first James Harden than not the step back specialist. But yeah, man, look like Brooklyn is getting swept tonight. Oh, it's going to be interesting. I'm going to love the memes, the tweets, all of that shit. I'm for all the slander. Fuck it. Why not? Everybody thought they were going to win it, right? Wrong. Damn, Ben Simmons ain't play a whole year. Whole year. That's crazy. That's crazy. A few things I want to talk about. So I seen this hilarious ass post on Facebook about a dude who wanted to borrow $100 from his girlfriend. I'm going to put the post on the screen so you guys can see, but I'm going to read it out for people who are listening. I asked this woman I've been talking to for a minute for $100. I get a, what do you need it for? When do I get it back? Whole bunch of questions, LOL. I planned a trip for us in the mountains in Colorado for 4 days. Hotel cost per night, $200. Whitewater rafting, $150 per person. Zip lining, $125 per person. Hot air balloon, $250 per person. SUV rental, $80 per day. Not to mention food costs. I had all this covered. Just canceled everything and got my deposits back. I didn't need the $100. I was just seeing what type of response I get if I ask for it. I didn't ask when do I get my money back when I was planning the vacation. I was just handling business. People don't think long term. Test failed. First of all, nigga, that's some hoe ass shit. Second, I hate people who do the whole, when they don't get what they want or they get upset, they say, oh, well, I was about to do X, Y, and Z. Well, you just fucked it up. First of all, we're not children. You say that to your kids or something like that to get them to behave or, to fall in line. Not adults. The motherfucker probably never even planned the trip. You know what I'm saying? Because if that was the case, you would have probably refunded one thing and just got down. But like he said at the end, it was just a test. If you got to do all this shit to see if you really want to be with somebody, just be single. Because that shit is corny. I remember one time I was talking to this chick, just talking, it didn't even go nowhere. I was gonna take her to see Jay-Z, right? So I bought some Jay-Z tickets, whatever the case may be. We ended up not talking no more, falling out, whatever. But I never mentioned it. I just took someone else. But we was conversing later or something like that, and she says to me, yeah, I was gonna get you Jay-Z tickets for your birthday, but you were acting up. I just laughed in my head like, bitch, I had Jay tickets already. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, you only could do that to people who don't do for themselves. So homeboy, I mean, you're a quarter and a half. Yeah, corny shit. Like, do things because you want to do them. Don't do things because you want something in return. Because in the long run, you're really hurting yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's pretty corny. And another Facebook post I seen today. So, this young lady decided she wanted to spend the night at this man's house. I don't know if they were dating or talking. I don't know the full context of this, but it was just 2 Facebook posts. Her post and his rebuttal. She says, laugh my ass off. Putting a motherfucker out because they don't want to fuck is crazy. Here's what homeboy said. How am I wrong for sending a bitch home in an Uber that didn't want me touching her but want to sleep in my bed? Did I mention she came over at 1 a.m.? Did I mention I sleep alone? This my shit. I didn't put you out like a bogus nigga. I sent you home in an Uber out of my pockets. How am I wrong? He ain't wrong at all. And I've been in plenty of situations like that with women that I used to sleep with who would want to come over at 12, 1 a.m. and be like, yeah, I just wanted to sleep. No. If you just need somewhere to sleep, go to a fucking shelter. Because this ain't it. Like we used to sleep with each other. Hit me up at 12 a.m., 1 a.m. to come over. We are not sleeping. We fucking. Straight like that. I remember this little toxic chick I used to fuck with back in the day. She would hit me up whenever her and her man would get into something. Chuck, can I come over to 2nd and 4th? I'd be like, sure, because she hit me with the one time, how come every time I come over we have to have sex? I said, well, that's what we do. We're not in a relationship. Little sneaky link, you know what I'm saying? You have your dude or fiance, whoever you dealing with, and you come through and I fuck you. Straight like that. Pretty much. So she was like, yeah, I'm come through, and I'm saying I'm getting in an argument with my boyfriend. I'm like, all right, cool. Hit me up when you're downstairs. She goes, can you pay for my cab? I said no. It's like, why not? I said, yo, we're not sleeping with each other. We're not dating. We're not fucking. We just friends, right? I don't pay for my homeboys to come see me. If you want to come through, you need somewhere to sleep, cool. I said, but if we smash and whatever, I'll pay for the cab. You want to know why? Because I'm paying for the cab. I'm paying for food. I'm paying for drinks. I'm doing all that. But if you just need someone to sleep, come through, hit the couch. I'm going in my bedroom. I remember back in the day, this chick I used to not talk to, but we used to hang out, whatever. She knew I was feeling or whatever. She'll want to come through and just sleep. I guess at the time she had roommates she wasn't getting along with, whatever. But I had to nip that in the bud. Like, yo, I like sleeping by myself, man. You got to stay home. Beat it. So I'll say this to men and women. First off, women, if you don't plan on doing anything sexual, especially with somebody that you know is sexually attracted to you, don't even go. Go to one of your homegirls' cribs. Don't go to no man's house 12, 1 a.m. And homies, if a woman wants to come over around that time, be clear with your actions. Hey, are we doing this? Are we doing that? Cool, bet. Come through. Oh, we're not doing that? Shit, I gotta get up early in the morning. I gotta go to work. You know? And I know there'll be some homeless ass dudes trying to crash at chicks' cribs too. Ladies, stop doing it. Now I understand if you have platonic friends and whatnot, different story. Nothing wrong with helping your homies and homettes out. But you can't get mad at him for that. And plus, he put you in a cab back. Because I've heard stories about dudes will kick a chick out middle of the night, like find your way home. You know what I'm saying? So that was cool with him at least. Oh, and you know, I gotta talk about the season finale of motherfucking Snowfall. So, after Teddy Reed Thompson went behind Franklin's back and cut a deal with Louis, Franklin was like, you know what? I'm out the game. I got my money. I got my businesses. Got my wife, my baby on the way. I'm good. But remember, Teddy he broke into Franklin's crib, took pictures of all of his files and shit like that, took all of his $73 million. After riffing and ranting, he called up Reed, he made some threats, told him like, yo, you think I don't know you got my money? You think I don't know Avi is missing? Here's the thing. Avi was abducted by the Russian dude, the KGB, who was working with Sissy to get Teddy. Because they're trying to get info on Reed. Because here's the thing, I'm going to be jumping back calling him Reed and Teddy, because Teddy pretty much doesn't work for the government no more. He's freelancing because he has this, what's the word that a lot of the young black girls are using right now? He's a narcissist. You know what I'm saying? He has to be in charge. He has to be the man. You know? So we're going to see what happens. And here's the thing. When the dude kidnapped Avi, he was trying to get information on Teddy. What information did he get? I believe he broke either into Teddy's crib and stole all his files. I don't know if it's Teddy's crib or Avi's. It was somebody's crib. And stole a bunch of files on Teddy, on everything he's doing with this quote-unquote war on drugs. Now, Franklin was trying to get Teddy to give him his money back. Said he'll come back to work for him. And he's like, no. Like, all right, cool. Then when Franklin mentioned the thing about Avi, that's when Teddy was like, oh shit. And later on that night, he went to go get those files, but they're already taken. And it was taken by the KGB dude, because he ended up killing Avi after he gave him information. And then he ended up seeing the girl who was with Teddy this whole time, the one who was stitched him back up in the car. Because now he's pussy whipped. He's taking this chick on these rides and these runs with him now. And he's on the walkie like, hey, is anyone coming? Is anyone coming? He doesn't hear nothing. Dude kidnapped her. Then the next day, Teddy goes to his old FBI buddy and was like, yeah, we may have some problems. Now let me rewind a bit. Now I'm gonna get back to Franklin's situation. He calls Louis for help, and he's like, yo, set up a deal with Reed. I need to be there. Because Franklin, he want to kill Reed at this point. Louis like, no. You know, Louis, you know what I'm saying, a little narcissistic too now. She's feeling herself, you know what I'm saying? That's why some women can't be in charge, because, you know, they just want to be extra, and this bitch is extra. Franklin pulls the hammer out on Louis. Who comes behind Franklin? I believe the dude named, well, I'm not going to say his name, I might get it wrong, but the currently former ex-cop who took a shot at Kane and his crew. He's like, Louis, give me the word, and he's gone. Louis said, out of respect for Jerome, I'm going to let you live, but next time I see you, I'm going to kill you. Franklin's like, all right, cool. He called up those two girls, two shooters. They rip and run and rob every single spot of Louis. And then Franklin goes to the hospital while Kane is in the bed. He whispers in his ear, it was Louis. It's going to be a war next season. Sissy's talking to Franklin at the end, like, yo, I met some friends in Cuba, work with the KGB. She's like, if you want to kill Reed, Teddy, whatever, I'm with it. Then you see Franklin's fiance on the phone like, yo, I'm gonna need your help. Could be talking to her mother because said her mom was like a big scammer. Maybe try to get that money back somehow. And also, Franklin reached out to Gustavo also. Like, yo, Teddy gonna do the same thing to you. He found a bug in his apartment, recorder. Tried to leave. He had $13 million in cash in a storage locker. Soon as he pulled out the storage locker, who came? The feds. Not the ones working with Teddy, but the one that was working with the other Fed chick who got killed. Because they were after Teddy because he had blood on his hands because of that shit. So we're going to see if Oso is going to work with the feds, try to get Teddy. He got his family still waiting for him back at the house. And he even take all the 13 million. He took some money. But we're going to see. I'm trying to think, did I leave anything out? Yeah, it's going to be crazy. Leon, he's getting ready to leave the country with Shorty. Man, oh man. Snowfall season 6, sometime next year, the final season. Whew. And I have no problem with Franklin robbing his auntie. Because she is besides herself. She biting the hand that fed him. Whew. I know, that was a lot for the day. But yeah, man. I'm going to get up on out of here. And before I let go, sale starts today. Use code MAMA MAMA. 30% off in the TKOMG shop. You can copy one of these Street Justice t-shirts and a bunch of other shit. I'm gonna throw some mugs in there too. I forgot to add mugs in there. I'm sorry. And like I always say, like, share, subscribe, comment. God is good. God is great. Thank God my paper's straight. I am the Pope Chuck Paul. Peace out.